Everybody, welcome back to Heavens of Sorcery, episode 22 with me, Sid, and we are currently stood up here amongst what I think are probably the most irritating portals in the bloody world. They're horrible. They're very noisy. So last episode we did this portal, the Ever Dawn, and previous episode we did the Ever Bright. Both interesting dimensions, that one particularly so when I inadvertently managed to get a boss fight that I wasn't expecting. But, you know, such is life. Now, we also, in a previous episode, moved our astral sorcery setup from this dimension to the misty dimension. Not that one, the misty dimension, wherever it is. Down there, isn't it? Over there. And what I would like to do is I'd like to move this structure over with it, as well as, you know, potentially the other structures as we go. Or this, for example, this, all of these bits. Get that out of the way, and I'd like to move these somewhere where they're not quite so in my face and noisy. Well, one of the issues you have with void worlds is when you want to move something, there's a pretty good chance that, like these seeds, you're going to lose them into the void, and that is not a good thing. So, oops, I don't want to quite throw all of those. Let me. Oh yeah, you took the 16. Okay, so what I want to do is I would like to make a tool to assist with this from Britannia before we start pushing on to the other magics. I know it's bizarre, isn't it? You know, I want to sit there, I'm anxious to get on with the other magics. Where's the other magics? Get me some, unlock me some stuff, yada yada. And of course, the moment I get it, I'm like, actually, let's go back to Britannia. However, this will be beneficial. I do need to build up my mana base a little, which is why I've got 20 blocks of charcoal. That should be enough to get me a goodly amount. Let me just take one of those. I don't think it matters that it's not things. And we're going to make you into a mana lens. We are going to combine you with some gold and some things to get a magnetizing. And we are going to put that into there. That will go into our ring bauble, which would be one of those. Presumably, we can maybe we can baublize this. Let's go and have a look, shall we? No, not there. Can we baublize it? Bang. +2 max health. What did I have there? +2 max health, +1 shield there. It'll do, I suppose. Bang. Now, of course, right now, it does nothing because it requires mana to power it. So, I'm going to pop you back in there temporarily. I also have some items that we need to go through, but we'll do that in a moment. Let us go and take this mana tablet and fill it up with a little bit of mana. Maybe not fill it, because after all, I am only after getting this to run magnetic, and I probably won't carry the magnetic ring all the time. This is just for building in this dimension, so you know, there you go. So we'll chuck you in there. Oh, I need my wand. I'll be back in a second. I'm not 100% certain whether I do need mana for this, you know. I'm just going to do an experiment. I'm going to take this thing here and put my mana tablet in there. That will work. And if I just throw that wisdom sapling on the ground and stand over there, it's not fast. There you go. But it does actually drag them over. The stupid question I need to know the answer to is if I were to place that there and break it, Now what happens if I break it there? Yeah, that is... So I don't think I actually need to worry about the mana tablet, which is interesting in the least. Right, that means we can start off by dismantling that that astral sorcery platform, and I'll... that noise, they're going to move. But this needs to move, so get all of these and make a mental note of the dimensions of this thing in a moment, which is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19 by 19 basically. So mental note on this piece of paper that I have handily next to me for such things, just so I know how big I need to make my rock island in the misty dimension. I have got other plans for the misty dimension, and I'm not sure whether to start them this episode or not, but I think this will be probably enough to keep us busy for a while. The one thing we do have to bear in mind is that the pardon me, a little bit of a vintage cold here, but it's not COVID. I get tested weekly. Did have a bit of a scare this week with because I run click and collect out of the university for all of the hardware repairs and orders. So we as a department see quite a lot of people, and obviously it's all socially distanced by appointment only. Masks must be worn, you know, alcohol, hand gels, wipes, you name it. It's, you know, we've got it. Short of a class 1 hazmat suit, that, you know, that one has been declined, strangely enough. I have asked a few times, but we did have a customer who came in to see us, tested positive within the local testing, and that's so. To be clear, our in-house testing that we do at work is actually a test that was developed by the university I work at, and it's not the PCE test or the lateral flow test. It's a spit test, and its accuracy is not as good, but it's sufficient for a weekly test. And obviously, if you test positive, then you're advised to go and get a proper NHS accredited test. So we had that, and we were a little bit but the good news was it came back negative. So the official test, so we're all in the clear, and I don't have to worry about self-isolating for another 14 days, because quite frankly, the thoughts of being stuck in the house for 14 days would give me the screaming abdabs. So anyway, I am going to continue getting this down. This magnetism thing is going to be invaluable. I'm not going to use it all the time, but I will use it for void world building, because it kind of seems to me that it would make sense, because I don't then lose the things. We do want to do that, move those. I'm probably going to stick an island off of that way, off of the section there, and get those noisy portals out of the way. I don't know whether it will relocate them in the world, but I really don't care. And yeah, I'll get this done for starters, and then maybe get the and I've actually leveled up. The other nice thing about doing things like this, you see, is it levels up my astral sorcery perks, because my perk is based off of breaking blocks. Anyway, enough jabbering from me. Let me get this done, and I shall be right back with you. So I ran out of cobblestone from the Misty World, and I had a brainy wave, don't need that, which was to set a Mr. Me Creeps running to build me a stair. please stop now. Off you go. Yeah, that really didn't work out overly well. So, but we got most of it done. It's just a matter now of getting up there. If I can just get myself up. Hang on, there we go. This is not going to be an organic island. This is going to be obviously a man-made island, and we're just going to. So it's 21 by 21, and of course the structure we needed was 19 by 19. So this should be a suitable size, and we're going to fill this in with bog standard cobble. I'm just going to use the mist. Oh, hello! Did not want to do that. I think I just put a block underneath. I did. Yeah, I mean, I could have used this to make it look more natural just by shunting down in places. But to be fair, this doesn't all have to look natural. So we will live. Bloop. Love this Simulsax Transstructors tools. I do. To be fair, I did when I reviewed it all those years ago, but and then I kind of forgot about it and never really stuck it in any packs, which is a shame. Now I'm not going to bother wasting this on here. I'm just going to do this by hand. We'll get the infusion altar done. All of this breaking of blocks has, of course, given me now another perk. So I've got 2 perks to play with. I haven't got the book on me, so that's not going to happen today. But what we'll do is we'll get the altar down. I'll get some dirt down. I'll green it up. I may plant some iron wood trees around the edges, just in the odd place, just to give it a little bit of something. And yeah, that should be good. I think we probably should consider putting a gate or something at the end, because this will be in darkness and spawnable. That might be the simplest solution, is just to not beat around the bush and just gate the community, if you like. Maybe. Anyway, I'll get this done, be back in a mo. Alright, well, these trees are not going to work around here. There's a very simple reason. They encroach. And this one actually also needs to go, but this was a wisdom tree, which is the first and only tree that I've found that grows normally. But as you can see from the fact that this floor has no sparkle, this is not going to have trees on it, not unless I extend it out radically, because I think all of these branches that are encroaching into the area are just breaking the multi-block, the structure, which is a pain. But there you go. You can't have everything, apparently. But there you go. Now it's happy again. So we're going to have to come up with something else to decorate this. But right now, what I have done is I've just gone with just some. But this grass will spread, and I brought. This doesn't fit, to be fair. But it is nice and brightly coloured, so I'm happy with that. It will keep the bad guys from coming off of there. I think that's probably about it for this project. Just move that over. Now the question is what to do next, because one of my concerns is simply this. My armour took a beating. I've actually taken all of the rubber, the insulation out of it, because that also took a beating. This is virtually gone. In fact, I think it's, oh, it's actually been, looks like it's been through it. We've got some stuff going on with these. Anyway, this has taken a beating, and it appears to be not repairable. It maybe no shifting scales, nothing there. No, there's nothing appears to be a repair for it. If there is, because I had a look through the enchantments and the anvil recipes, basically, you know, say Nyetski. So that is kind of a thing. Now I could just use that and not put it in armor, but I don't know. We'll worry about that later. I'm not going deep into the mists again for a while. However, that doesn't get away from the simple fact that we have got an issue, and that issue is we've got nothing. Not enchanted, not enchanted, not enchanted, not enchanted. None of this lot enchanted. Those are enchanted. That's the only thing we have with that. And they've got mending, which of course requires me to have XP. Now, we can't build an XP farm in this dimension because mobs don't spawn here. Or, you know, in fact, no, mobs don't spawn. Oh, God. How do you get that out again? Oh, we'll worry about that later. So, we need to come up with an alternative. The Misty World would seem to be an obvious place to build a standard mob farm. Mob spawn there. It's already at Y128. There's a huge drop into those areas in the mists, and you know, potentially would allow me to build a fairly traditional mob farm with good rates, in theory. But we've also got all this fun stuff to play with, and it's I mean, I suppose I could go ahead and build a mob farm just on the basis that it's a standard mob farm, and maybe, you know, I don't really need to share the production of that. Maybe. However, a little bit of me says, but I should share the thing. All these, look at that crushing. Move slowly, giving you a heavily increased damage. So it slows you down. Things okay, and fire protection 3. No, okay. None of those sound good. That's obviously mending, and that's on civilized, which is increased damage against illager mobs. Then we've got more. We've got crushing and civilized and protection. Now I would like protection 5 on something, so that's a good one. We've got spell protection. Yeah, I don't know. Respiration. Okay, power I really don't need. We've already got power 5. Feather falling is useful. Power and uncivilized. I mean, yeah, doing efficiency, Bane of Arthroturds, flame, and blast protection. So we didn't come out of that last. I don't know why I'm crouching for these. I think it's because I'm used to Bibliocraft shelves. Everything else in here, let's have a look. That is an artifact. That is Electro Blobs, but a chance to instantly grow. Okay, that stuff. Anything else in here that really just needs to go elsewhere? Potions could do with a thing. Have we got a potion shelf, just out of interest? You know, these kind of things are not important, but they do make it nice to decorate. No, they don't appear to have. We've got Druid Rings, we've got a lot of Electro Blobs, that needs to go to Britannia. I don't know what that is. That's Duskar, that's probably a charm. That's the thing, and yeah, I think 30% of negating incoming shock damage. That could be bloody useful in that dimension. We'll put those away, not that So we could start playing with electroblobs, and I think this might be an area where I'm going to do it. So let's make the decision and let's go electroblobs, and go with that. So let me have a look at bookshelves for starters. I want to see what bookshelves I can make. I can make them out of can it muted iridescent planks. I've got no. Right, I'm going to get some bookshelves. I would like to get some bookshelves that use some of the nice woods we've developed from the skies. I don't know whether we can. So let me just have a little look around and I'll be back in a second. Alright, well that's been decided for me. There's no point in starting electroblobs. I can't make an arcane workbench. Now I could find a friendly wizard, kill him and pinch his. It's always a possibility, I suppose. Should we go with that? I mean, oh, Spawn Phoenix. That's a new one. Yeah, some of these things are interesting, but the way to make an arcane workbench is via the celestial altar, but it requires us to use raw radiant quartz, which and whatever that is, where we get that from. I don't know, where do we get that from? Everdawn, okay. And lapis and amethyst blocks and gold powder. So it is gated behind that. Should we? Yes, let's do it. Let's go. I remember I think I found a wizard's tower in both. So we'll go to the ever bright, I think, being the slightly friendlier of the two. We haven't got all those elementals to cope with, and we'll borrow a thing. I haven't moved the portals yet anyway, but this is the island I want to do some of my nature's aura magic on, and I've left the bridge in so we've got more space. Yeah, let's go kill a wizard. Back in a moo. Wouldn't let me go to the bright. Well, hang on, let me just get my map up. And I was fairly certain I saw a wizard's tower somewhere over this way. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's go and fly. Let's head that way and see what we can find. Yeah, I took a hit and spawned straight back in the overworld, so something was not liking me doing that. Woohoo! But I've got to admit, I do like this dimension. Apart from the elementals, who are a bit of a pain, it's pretty. Are there any wizard's towers? I'm sure I found one in this dimension. Don't want to go near that. That would be bad. That's an electroblob structure which spawns a whole load of wizards to fight. More wizards than I want to fight in one go, certainly. I'm really not seeing him in this dimension. Why can I? Oh, hello. There's another 2 towers. Okay. Well, that's fun. I think I am going to have to try and get to the Everbright. I just don't know why I can't get there. But what I think I'll do is I'll try moving these portals first. It probably won't make a difference, but I've really got nothing to lose at this stage. So yeah, let's give it a try. Alright, so I've built the island over there. You can't see it because obviously there's another island in the way. We are going to take these portals out. They're not going to be as nicely situated, but at the end of the day, they're portals. You know, they're not the be-all and end-all. And I've got a few plans to make them kind of look like they're on an island of the right making, if you like. Once we get Silk Touch, life will become a lot easier. I haven't got a Silk Touch anything right now, which is, you know, annoying. But I've had to go and get a whole load more dirt, because I was out of dirt from building the island over in the Misty dimension, and yeah, just lots and lots of things that, you know, needed doing. Now these ones are all done with infused grass, so what we are going to do for this, apart from come over here and throw 4 more charcoal cubes, is we're going to throw those in there, and then we're going to convert them over to mutated pasture seeds with the thing. Now if we had Silk Touch, I would go to the relevant dimensions and get the actual blocks, but I don't, so that's not happening anytime. And I know I haven't got a book for that, but we've got a very, very small island, and we are going to come in here and just fill this up. And I think here is probably the place. I don't want to put it too close to the edge, because I'm always conscious with portals, if you walk out of the wrong side and you're just not paying attention, and Lord knows I don't pay attention. Interesting choice of words for agnostic, of course, but there you go. And well, agnostic atheist actually, but you know, let's not beat around the bush. Yeah, we have the nice blue stone at the bottom, and we are going to stick our nice 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 1, and give me some dirt. We'll just use that, and we'll just put these in. Again, I don't need to worry about spawns, so I don't need to worry about doing anything fancy with these portals. They just need to be here, out of the way. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bang, bang, bang. Bang. And let's get this down. So this kind of mixes the blue and the purple look that those dimensions have. If anything, a little bit garish, but that's fine, because we're going to light you, I'm going to light you, and we're going to head through and hopefully get through on this one. Well, we'll see what happens. We're in, we're in, we're in. Right. I need to go up. Something must have been batting me back. There must have been one of those, whatever that mob was that was hitting me. Because I don't know whether you recall, when we first came into this dimension, there was, well, there was something kept hitting me and we couldn't see it, which was annoying, to say the least. Right, journey map, let's have a look. Where did I see that tower? Is that it? That could be it. That was where I indicated that I thought I heard a blaze spawner. That is not, does not look big enough for a tower. Where do I want to go then? And that doesn't look suspiciously. Now we need the Good Wizard's Tower to bypass this. So I think it's got to be that one, which is that way. What are my wings looking like? We need to get on braking on those. Because right now they've got mending, but mending's no good without a spawner. And of course, was it over this way? Yes, it was. Alright, now the question is, can I beat this guy? These guys are quite tough. Or certainly have been whenever I've tried to fight them in any of the mage series, or well, pretty much any. Shh. Wow, there's evil wizard over there. There's this forest is oh, Pied Piper. We don't want to play with him if we can avoid it. That doesn't bode well. What's that blue thing? Let's just do what we came to do, shall we? Let's go up and see this friendly wizard. Hello, friendly wizard. How are you, sir? You're dead. Mine. Oh, hello. Also mine. While I'm here, might as well. He doesn't have the loot like the evil wizard in the tower, but he's got something more important, which is that. Okay, now I think we should get out of here. I should be nervous of things that go bump, make those strange noises. That, you know. The curious person in me, however. White wizard there. Bat. No, I think we're okay. All right, I'm going to head back. I'm going to cut her and get out of here. Before it's too late, I will see you back in the overworld. I got followed. Bye. There's also a rat somewhere about, I saw. There, look. Now, I haven't got if that rat hangs about, I might be able to tame it. Yeah, I bumped into some friends in the caves. I wonder whether that rat will hang around long enough. I mean, it's fairly close. I need to go and get a bucket of milk. I'm going to need several buckets of milk, but let's go and grab a cauldron. Try and just get rid of a few bits and pieces. That's actually food, but I ain't going to worry about that. Yeah, got a few bits and pieces there. We need cauldrons. Two cauldrons. Grab me another bucket so I can have two at a time. And let's go make some cheese. I've never played with rats. I have watched Mischief of Mice Spotlight, so I do know a little bit about it. But it looks like we have unlimited stuff going on. So what we have to do is we put the milk in the thing, and then we pop out that, and that becomes cheese. And we're probably going to need apparently about 15 or so. Apparently it takes quite a bit of cheese to tame these guys. Now if he hangs around long enough, if we're lucky he will. That should be to get rid of that. That one's extra nutty. Right, let's go and see if we can't... Oh, go away. If that rat is still in this dimension. Let's go. Is he there? Doesn't look like he's there. It looks like he may have despawned. Oh, bum. Oh well. At least they're out of the way, those portals. So now we can actually start to think about going forward. And we are going to need to... Let's try and do at least one of these two quests today. Turn a new leaf, which is Nature's Aura. It needs brilliant fibre and gold leaf. So for that we need golden oak leaves, turquoise grass, golden nuggets, and a moonstone. Now I'm fairly certain I got the moonstone. I'm not sure about the turquoise grass. Let's have a look. We do have a moonstone. I need to get... My inventory is now an absolute explosion of stuff. Let me sort this out. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I have everything except one item, which is 2 golden oak leaves. Sorry, while I'm thinking about it. So that's what we would need. Golden oak from the ether. Let me just double check this. We should be able to... Any mossy, we can use a material knife, doesn't really matter, to get terra spores. When it's adjacent, the heart of moss can... Okay, blah blah blah. Terra, yeah, grow moss. Yeah, okay. Breaking the long grass. Okay, so we're going to need to pop in and break some long grass. But first, so I don't need anything. Oh, hello. Somebody had an unfortunate accident. Okay, there is a tree that we can use there. So, incidentally, I've been told that if I chop these down using a aether axe, which I'm going to assume would be a Zanite axe, because that's the material, main material that I've seen in here. You get resources from them. It has to be said, I have scrapped all the Zanite resources we had, like an idiot. I can't remember. I don't know what I did. I think I just binned them, to be honest. They were just there were so many. Fortunately, they did seem quite common in the dungeons around here, so we should be able to find something. But shall we do this in this dimension? Well, yeah. Answer: no, I haven't got any crafting bench with me. I suppose the question is then, where do I do it? I don't want it to do it in any way, in any position that will allow it to transfer to that tree. I don't really care about the others, although some of these are quite good. Yeah, maybe we'll do it there. Let's go and make this thing, and I'll take those away for now. I really do need to think about getting a permanent home for those cows as well. That's a thing to consider. So that and that, with 4 of those, and that will give me brilliant fibre. We'll pop those away, and these can go in there. Then that will grow and spread and do its thing. That is going to take a hot minute, so I'm going to let that go. In the meantime, we need to go... well, let's make an iron knife, shall we? That might work. And I've actually got sticks and I've got the iron on me. I just didn't have a crafting bench to hand. Oh, didn't like that. Doesn't like the purple stick. How disappointing. Now, I don't suppose, have I got... Just a stupid question. I've got cobble, so that's fine. So we'll take some of that. We'll go to the Ever Bright, I think. Find some water there. Break some grass. Do the thing. Yeah, that should be fine, and that, and I'll come back to that in a moment. So let's just go and have a quick look at that. If we can just get these two started, then at least we can see where this is going, because I'm not sure still how far I am away from proper magic, you know, like things. There was a piper down. There was a piper down here as well, I should say. Yeah, we'll throw that bit of rat away, and I may darken some of these caves just to see if I can't get some rat spawns, because I realise that with a stupid thing, and it's a problem with night vision, to be honest. The stupid thing I was doing is I was leaving this dark. Oh, hello, it's Johnny. Come on then, Johnny. That did not end well for you, mate, did it? Right. Breaking the long grass. Commence. Get some of these spores, and then... Oh, there's a lot of Johnnies. And is that a vin... Oh, jeez. Where did all these guys come from? That is a... I don't know whether that's both fodder, I'm afraid. Well, at least I should get a nice shiny new totem, just in case I ever lose this one. Hello! Well, he bit of a lag spike there, I'm afraid. Let's go and see if he dropped a totem for me, shall we? Yes, he did. Excellent. Spare. Always good to have a spare. Right. I actually came here with a very, very specific reason, and I'm getting distracted by these individuals. So what we need to do is... Oh, hello. Got a bit of corn. Not really what I was after. Is break the long grass. Bit of soya bean. Until I get some spores. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I've got about 6. So what? I'm not entirely sure. He says placed on... So we got these. Placed on cobble. Well, any of those stones. Next to water. Now, it's not clear whether it means here or here. So I am going to assume that we are talking about here. So I'm going to just stick a spore down on that. And we'll keep a couple back, and then we harvest it by... Now there's... Must we really do that? Do I really have to... God, that's terrible. We got the Druidic Arts book, and we have unlocked more. No, we haven't. We've just got that. Okay, that's fine. But that's a... Oh God, now I've got to get back out of here. Oh, I've got double... I keep on forgetting this game. I've got double jumpy. Super jump. Right, I think on that note, then, we can head back to the overworld and have a look at the other side of things. Might be some rats down there. Haven't got the cheese on me, though. And there is one of those friendly rhinoceros things that aren't so friendly. I am being sarcastic about that, of course. All those mobs, though, seem to have vanished, apart from this fella. Hello. It did not end well for you, did it? If I could catch that guy, I would do. But I can't, so I won't. Anyway, let's go back to the overworld and see what we do next. Back in a moment. Alright, we've been going for about 45 minutes now. I'm over. I've actually been pretty good these last few episodes of for most of the episodes of staying kind of on target for time. This one I have missed, I'm afraid, so sorry. But we have unlocked that. We've got the Druidic Arts, which I haven't. We've got a whole load of stuff in there to read, and we've got this Teramos, which we use to do stuff. And things which, you know, we'll work it out. We have this bit with the golden leaves is very slow going, and once that has got to a certain point, it should spread over to another leaf. Until it does, we're kind of stuck. This is a slow thing, but obviously it's like all of these things. Once it spreads out to adjacent ones. So once it's kind of going fast, it'll cover those trees pretty rapidly. The downside is it might hit those two too, because they are joined. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work out, but you know, we'll live. So next episode, hopefully, we'll be able to proceed with these two things. Also get the Electroblobs stuff going, get that, open up some progress, and see what else and what more fun we can get into, because there's obviously stuff in those dimensions over there which is not as safe. I mean, that whatever that thing was making that drumming noise was definitely enough to make me a little nervous. But oh, hello. Don't mind if I do. A cactus seed. Yeah, we're stuck waiting for this. So until then, I'm kind of hampered. Catch you soon. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in a bit. Bye for now.